Hi, this is Renato. Welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna show you how can you verify Hungarian companies. The first thing I'm gonna show you is how you can verify if they are a good employer. And the second thing I'm gonna show you is, for you to be able to check their main data, the main data of the registration of the company. That might also be useful, in some cases. So first thing, let's assume that you're being offered a job here in Hungary by a multinational and you want to check if they are a good employer. So you come to a website, a platform called Glassdoor. This is what I'm showing you. And here you go, this is the homepage. You need to access, you need to enter with, with your Google account, for example, or your Facebook account. And then you go to companies. You go to companies, and let's assume that the company that you got an offer from, it's IBM Hungary. IBM has many years in Hungary. I think that even when I arrived to the country, they were already here. So you type here IBM and search, and then you go to IBM. But you want to know, you don't want to know how good is IBM as an employer from a global perspective. You want to know how good they are as an employer here in Hungary. So you go to locations, and then you go to Europe, and then you go to Hungary. And then you can see, and you can compare, here you can see how many people who worked in IBM Hungary recommends the company as a good employer, how much is the approval of the CEO, how are the interviews, how much are the salaries in general. So there are many useful things that you can see in this page, in this glassdoor.com. Now let's assume that you want to check the data of the registration of a company because of any reason. Then you need to come to this page, this website called Nyrt, and this is like a database of companies. So let's assume that you want to check the information about a company called Telekom, which is a telecommunication company here in Hungary. You come to the website, and here in the right hand side, when you see the field that says Keressen cégnévre, you type Magyar Telekom. Most of the times you will need the complete name. If you only type the half of the name, then you will have more options and it can be very confusing. So it is the best if you have the complete name, and then you paste it here, you type it here, and you go enter. And you can see a lot of information about the company. So here you see the name, you see the complete name, you see the short name, you see the foundation 1991, you see the tax number, you see the commercial activity, the official commercial activity of that company. You see the amount of offices that they have. You see the headquarters address, and then you see here an interesting, two boxes. One says positive information, and the other says negative information. And if you go to the positive one, then you can see that this company, for example, the first thing that you see here, it means tenders won, and you can see that it has won 338 tenders. That's a lot. Then you can also see in the second one, you see EU's tenders won, that's 72, and then it says other positive information about the company, and you see here igen, which means in Hungarian yes. And then you go to the right hand side where you see the negative information box, and you see that the first one says nincs, which means none. The second one says van, which means there is. And this means, the second one means close negative information. So this means that it has, it has had negative information or something negative in the past, but now it is not longer an open case. And the last one says one-time negative information, and it says van, which means there is. So yeah, this is only an example. You also see here what it says in the last box, 1, 2, 3, 4. In the fifth box to the right hand side, you see more than 5,000 employees. It employs more than 5,000 employees. And yes, I'm going to show you a second platform similar to this one just for you to check. So this is a very, very similar database, but I'm showing you only as a second option. So if you don't find a company in the first one I show you, then you can also search in the second one. I've seen cases like this because the database, they synchronize in different ways. So this platform is called Cég Információ, which means information about companies. And here is the field right in the middle of the page. And here let's assume now I put you another example. A company which is an airline. It's called Wizz Air, and this is the complete name, official name of the airline. So you see here the complete name, and then you go a little bit below and you see a lot of data. These all can be useful in any case. So this is only, I was going to show you only a second option. If you want more information than the one you see here on the page, the one I'm showing you, then you go below and you can buy a statement, a company statement, and that has a lot more information. This is completely safe. This website, this platform, this database is completely safe. So you see here, and actually it's not expensive. So if you need, because of any reason, to see more details about a company, you come here and you have more information. And that's all for this video. If you have any questions, you know what to do. Leave them in the comment section. If you have any suggestions about what information, what videos you would like me to make, also write them on the comment section, and see you in the next one.